Serving the internet.
The big screen is great for small business. A hot TikTok hijacking idea. And YouTube demands respect, but will they get it? Plus, Governor Greg's great Montana misstep. It's Friday, May 19th, 2023. Let's nerd out.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
The Ad Nerds Podcast delivers ad industry news weekdays. We are the go-to source for people who spend money on advertising, covering big brands, small businesses, and the latest marketing trends. It's me, Spanky Moskowitz, the show's host and a nearly 40-year vet of the ad industry. I've created campaigns for Budweiser, M&M's, Frito-Lay, the NFL, and NBA. I've created over 100,000 ads, generating hundreds of billions in client revenue. If you're in or interested in the world of advertising and want to stay up to date with the latest news, the Ad Nerds Podcast is the perfect place to start.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
Oh, TikTok is banned in Montana. The Republican-led state has banned the app starting next year. And because out-of-touch people in Montana's government don't understand how technology works, there'll be more on this show later. Let's get started now, okay? Get ready for some movie magic. Grab your popcorn because we're starting off talking about Screenvision, the second largest seller of movie ads in the U.S., and their big plan to dazzle advertisers with their new data prowess and the success they've had with streaming giants like Netflix, Peacock, and Paramount Plus. Now, this, by the way, is super applicable to your small business as much as it is the big streamers, and I'll tell you how momentarily. So what's their pitch? By placing ads across thousands of their movie theater screens, marketers can tap into finely tuned audience data and capture an audience that's already deeply invested in what's on the screen, which, as we know, is a recipe for ad success that has streaming platforms like Netflix doubling down on their movie advertising spend. In fact, connected TV networks like Netflix and Amazon doubled their cinema ad spend in 2022 compared to pre-pandemic levels. We have to kind of toss out the data from the pandemic years because nobody went to theaters. That is some serious, serious ad money. And guess who benefits from that? Yeah, Screenvision. And it's approximately 2,000 screens, 2,000 theater partners and 13,000 screens. But the charm of the movie theater isn't just about the numbers. They believe the magic of movies and their ads is back, regardless of the challenges the theater industry's faced over the past few years. Screenvision's selling points extend beyond the movie magic because they have access to some of the best platinum first-party data you can imagine. Movie goers today, like people who go to the theater today, purchase their tickets on mobile devices. That's right. Mobile ticketing is huge. How many people do you see standing in line versus you just go online, you pay the overpriced convenience fee, and you've got your ticket right on your phone? This means that they can tailor ads specifically to audience groups that go into theaters like sci-fi fans or rom-com fans, whether they're in the theater or watching a show on their couch at home on a Friday night. So to sweeten the deal, Screenvision studies actually shows that cinema ads drive unaided awareness 32% higher than television advertising and purchase intent 20% higher than TV. During Screenvision's pre-show, that's the part of the theater, the role that you see right before the movie comes on, 84% of the time, moviegoers' eyes are glued to the screen. By the way, there are tracking devices in theaters that actually can look at where the audience eyeballs are. They're glued to the screen during those ads, which lead to an average brand recall of 60%. So let me paint a picture for you small business owners to understand this because I'm giving you numbers and data and I'm a creative guy. Imagine if there are 100 people in a movie theater. Okay, 100 people, 60 of that 100 can recall your brand if your ad is showing there. So how do you take advantage of this on the big screen for your small business? You can, of course, work with a company like Screenvision, or you can work directly with your local theater chain. Many of them have an in-house media person, a salesperson that can buy time on their big screens for you. Here's a pro tip. Make sure the ad is engaging. It's got to be entertaining. Please do not put elevator music and static images and call it a 30-second ad, okay? It's not the way to grab attention. Make it compelling, make it fun, make people laugh, engage them, hook them, get their eyeballs on your business. And if you need help with ideas or creation, hit me up on social at Spanky Moskowitz on all platforms, okay? And if you can't find me, just Google my name.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
A restaurant brand in Thailand has pulled a fast one on TikTok to drive home an important message to Gen Z. Okay, you're a Gen Z TikToker racking up likes on your latest dance video challenge when suddenly your account is hijacked by your favorite food joint. It's actually not a nefarious trick, but a fun campaign reminding you to connect with family. And it's brilliant, by the way. 5-Star Chicken in Bangkok has teamed up with several influencers who have willingly handed over their accounts for the faux hijacking. And it's all in the name of reminding Gen Z that the all-digital hustle and bustle is great, but let's not forget our family. The campaign is creatively captivating and capitalizing on the latest trends of account takeovers on TikTok. But instead of pranks or promotional stunts, they're serving up heartfelt reminders to share a meal with the family. They've cleverly sandwiched these little nudges in the influencer's content, making them feel like a friendly poke rather than an intrusive ad. And not just that, but it's a really good real-world impact as well. To sweeten the deal, the brand is also sponsoring some sit-down dinners for families and their customers, for their customers. And it's all part of their mission to bring families closer, one TikTok account at a time. Now I want Thai food. Coming up, YouTube is looking more like regular TV, and they want respect. I'll tell you how next.
The most nerdy. It's time for an Ad Nerds Podcast.
Are you great at running your business? Well, how about marketing it? If you're like most small business owners, you're great at the thing your business does, but not so great at marketing it. That's where Ad Zombies comes in. We help your business sell more. If you need attention-grabbing, mind-blowing, ridiculously creative advertising for your small business, and you do, Ad Zombies is your creative business partner. Ad Zombies writes ads, emails, web copies, sales pages, jingles, TV, outdoor. Our advertising makes your business pop. Go to adzombies.com today. That's adzombies.com. Ad Zombies, ridiculously creative advertising.
Ad Nerds Podcast. Ad Nerds Podcast.
YouTube is making waves in the advertising world, and it's shaking up its typical format with a bold move, introducing unskippable 30-second ads in its top TV content. These ads are set to appear on YouTube Select, the VIP section of YouTube that contains the top 5% of viewed content. Initially launching in the US, their plans are to roll it out internationally later this year. YouTube is also experimenting with pause ads that feature QR codes. So why the significant change, you might ask? Well, it looks like YouTube is trying to silence critics, specifically TV programmers who claim that YouTube ads aren't, quote, premium enough. Advertisers are after a captive audience, one that's engrossed in the content rather than skipping through ads after a mere 2 seconds. This move signals a departure from the typical YouTube model, which has built, its popularity and its backbone on UGC, or user-generated content. Advertisers, to put it mildly, aren't particularly fond of the UGC or user-driven content model. And this change could potentially elevate YouTube's standing in the industry, pushing it toward recognition as a provider of premium video content. If it's successful, and I think it will be, it could advocate more widespread adoption of its video measurement playbook. However, the jury is still out on whether TV programmers will ever consider YouTube as part of their exclusive and very, very snobby club. Royal Bank of Canada, RBC, is teaming up with Apple, showcasing the fun side of digital banking. And it all comes with a free iPad for new eligible account holders who join by July 31st. In their new promotional campaign, Viral Dance, RBC and creative agency Battery highlight the perks of fingertip banking with a humorous narrative. Let me set the scene for you. 3 buddies are making a dance video on their brand new iPad, 10th generation, because it's, co-branded with Apple. but their spazzy moves lead to an unexpected casualty, a shattered picture frame. And rather than panicking over the cost, they simply divvy up the payment using the Split with Friends feature in the RBC mobile app right on their iPad.
You guys ready?
I'll pay for it.
We'll split it.
Split expenses with the RBC mobile app. Get the new iPad when you switch to RBC.
Scott Brown, ECD at Battery says, quote, with this ad, we're using a relatable accident and some lighthearted fun to set RBC apart from other financial institutions. Meanwhile, Sonia Whiteson, VP of Marketing at RBC, joins in. She says, quote, we are merging banking with fun, friendship, and state-of-the-art technology through our partnership with iPad. So while your business might not be big enough to do a partnership deal with Apple, who else in your area could you collab with? Think about it, and think about how it could be a win-win for the trifecta, you, them, and all your customers. Coming up, let's talk about the TikTok ban in Montana and how this law has already lit a fire it might not be able to put out.
The most nerdy. It's time for an Ad Nerds podcast.
I've been in the ad game for almost 40 years, but I'm a small business owner just like you. Getting great creative at an affordable price is a challenge. Correction, was a challenge. It's time to tap into the brain power of Ad Zombies. We're your creative business partner, crafting attention-grabbing, mind-blowing, ridiculously creative advertising campaigns, outdoor, video, and jingles. Yes, we can make your brand sing. Ad agencies around the world use us, and you can too. If you're ready for advertising that truly makes an impact, go to AdZombies.com today. Ad Zombies, ridiculously creative advertising.
Ad Nerds podcast. Ad Nerds podcast.
As I said at the start of the show, Montana's pending ban on the social media platform or app TikTok has led to a lawsuit filed by a diverse group of users who rely on the platform for income and communication. This group includes a small business owner, a ranch mom, a Marine veteran, Semper Fi, a student, and they all argue that the ban signed by Republican Governor Greg Gianforte infringes on their freedom of speech and threatens their livelihoods. The law is due to take effect next year and is being challenged for overstepping state boundaries on matters of national security and attempting to suppress speech. That's the story. This is my not so humble opinion. This ban seems more like a political move than an effective solution for data security concerns. While I think Governor Greg thinks that this will help him win another term, I think this might actually do the opposite. Paranoia runs deep in the Republican Party these days, and it has led to a ton of overreach by this traditionally conservative party. The true issue lies in the need for improved data privacy regulation that protects users across all platforms, not just TikTok. And by targeting one app, lawmakers are neglecting the bigger problem and inadvertently hurt individuals and businesses relying on those platforms. A statewide ban is a severe response that seems designed for public appeal rather than genuine data protection. So, you still have the right to bear arms, but make a viral TikTok? That's breaking the law in 2024 in Montana. I hope other states and the federal government of the United States learn from Governor Greg's great Montana misstep. Hey, if you like the Ad Nerds podcast, please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen. Give it a 5-star rating and a great review. I'd appreciate it. That's the Ad Nerds podcast for Friday, May 19th, 2023. Spanky out. Thanks for listening. Have an amazing weekend.